would continue on, covering as much ground as possible before sunset. If the bartender was correct with his directions, sometime the following day Dusty would reach the town he now sought. And maybe, just maybe, his long ride would come to an end and he could return to his life in Arizona. Dusty hoped the old barkeep was right about the way station and gave a quick sigh of frustration at his own negligence to ask for more reliable information. One of his 2 canteens was already empty, the other only half full. He had put 15 miles of desert behind him since leaving that mining town, and if he did not find a stream or a well soon, he would be in serious trouble. He did not have enough water to make it back. As he rode, he caught sight of a shape up ahead and off to one side, dancing in the haze. He was not about to get his hopes up. Could be anything, he knew. A large rock, even just a trick the sunlight was playing on his eyes. Suddenly, his horse began increasing its pace, like a thirsty horse will do when it smells water. Whatever it was ahead, apparently water was near, or at least the horse thought so. Dusty gave the horse its head and held on for the ride. As they drew closer, the thing up ahead began to divide into 2 shapes, a house and a barn, he realized, shimmering in a line of heat waves. The walls of each structure were made of wood that had been bleached by the sun. Any paint or whitewash was long since baked away. The way station. That old barkeep had been right. An iron pump stood outside the house, and in a corral behind the barn were 8 horses, larger than what you normally strapped a saddle to, used for pulling a wagon, which Dusty assumed was probably a stagecoach. This place was not much to look at, but at the moment he did not care. His eyes fixed on the water pump and the water trough it was mounted onto. Dusty reined up at the trough, giving the reins an extra hard tug to hold his horse in check. His horse danced a bit in protest at being so close to water, but denied its much-needed drink. But Dusty held his ground. He was not about to help himself to water without permission from whoever was in the house. Common courtesy aside, such a thing could get you shot. "Hello, the house," he called out. He stepped from the saddle while he waited for an answer. The horse shifted one hoof impatiently, eyeing the water trough. Dusty's own throat was raw with thirst. There was no answer from the house. He decided not to make his horse wait any longer. He let go of the reins and the buckskin pushed its muzzle into the water. Dusty decided he could wait no longer either. A metal dipper rested on the edge of the trough. He grasped it, then jacked the iron handle of the pump until water came gushing out and filled the dipper. He raised the dipper to his mouth and drained it. The water was not cold and tasted a little brackish, as the well was probably not very deep. But it was wet. That was all that really mattered. After 15 miles of Nevada desert, he refilled the dipper. "Howdy," came a voice from the shack. Dusty turned his gaze in that direction to see a man standing in the doorway. He was taller than Dusty and almost skeletal thin. His shirt and trousers were tattered and baggy. His jaw was covered with short, stubbly hair. At his right side, a revolver rode low. Dusty knew there was only one reason to wear a gun like that: to be within easy reach. A little unusual for a man operating a way station. Most of those Dusty had seen were either wrangler or farmer types. Not that a man who was good with a gun couldn't operate a way station, but he struck Dusty as looking a little out of place. But Dusty was too thirsty for questions to fully form in his head. "Sorry to be helping myself," Dusty said, "but I've been on the trail a long time and I'm mighty dry." "Go ahead. Water's free for the taking." Dusty tipped the dipper and drained it again. He then took the reins of his horse and pulled its muzzle from the water. It was not good to let a thirsty, tired horse